Have you ever asked an AI assistant for code and it gave you something didn't exist or outdated? What if your assistant couldn't fetch the latest documentation snippet for your libraries inside your prompt? So the code it write is accurate. So that's what Context7 from Upstash does. In this video, I'll show you how Context7 work and how to set it up and how it transfer your AI coding agent workflow. So on the screen, you see the Context7, the website, and here you see the list of libraries. There are n number of libraries are available. Either you are developer or backend developer, front-end developer, or you are working in testing, DevOps, everywhere. So you will find all the libraries available here. So we'll take one example. I'll take let's say Shade CN UI. I want to install this library, right? So I'll just go to VS Code, and I have this Copilot here, and in agent mode I will ask install Shade CN UI. Okay, so I'm asking to install the library, and let's see what response we are getting from the Copilot. And we are getting it is asking npm install -g create shade cn -ui. Okay, that is what command we are getting, but this command is not the latest one, it is outdated one. So if you go to official site also, you will find that is not the latest command. So what we can do, like now LLM is not giving having the up-to-date information. So whatever the model you are using, it has some knowledge cut, right, date. So we can use this Context7 MCP, so that it will always have a latest information. Latest means, so let's say if we take the Next.js, it is 1 day before updated, this is 3 day before, this is 1 day, Shade CN UI, this is 1 day before updated, right? So what I can do is, like I can install the Context7 MCP server, and for that, if you go to the this one, let me uninstall. I already have it, but now under MCP server you can browse MCP servers, and here you will get a list of MCP servers supported by VS Code, and the second one you see the Context7. Just install it. Okay, and once the installation is done, again click on this install, and it is done. Now you can close it. So now by default it is started, it is running. So how to use it? We just need to ask use Context7, and then you can ask your prompt install Shade CN UI, and let's see what is the difference we see now. Initially it gave the command like Shade CN UI, and now if you see, it is making the call to the MCP server, and this time it gave the different command npx Shade CN @latest ini. So which one is correct, right? So earlier we used the same prompt, but we got different command, and now we got a different command. So which one is correct? The second one is, because we are using the this Context7, and whenever you ask the prompt, we are using prefix use Context7. So by this, it is understanding whatever you are trying to install, it will make a use of this Context7. And using Context7, if you see here, it is trying to connect to this library, right? Shade CN UI/UI, and that's how like it get the latest information. So it connected to this one source Shade CN, and it is updated 1 day before, right? So it has a up-to-date information. So it is reading the information documentation from the official GitHub repository. Okay, so it is reading from here, and that's why it is able to give the appropriate command to install. Okay, so that's where the Context7 is very important. So what is there? So if you see here, like you can search any library. Let's say if I search Playwright, I can get the Playwright also. Okay, Playwright Java, and this is what it is updated 2 months back. If I click here, you will see here all the documentation. Okay, and you can search within the docs also. Okay, if you want to fetch something, anything, you can fetch it here, right? And if you want the latest documentation, because it is updated 2 months back, but after that there are some changes are done in documentation, and you want to fetch that latest information, you can refresh the library documentation using this account, but make sure you have to sign in, then only this will work. Okay, and the documentation will get updated. Okay, similarly if you want to use the Selenium also, you can find the Selenium as well here. Okay, so all the libraries are available here. So if you go to the this MCP server option, so you will get more details here. Without Context7, what are the challenges are there? Like we will have code examples which are outdated and which are trained on old data, right? Then generic answer you will get for old packages. With Context7 you will have always up-to-date information, documentation, code example which are up to date as per the version that we will get. And this is what just we have seen. Write the prompt naturally, and we have to tell LLM like Copilot, or if you are using any other LLM, just tell them use Context7, and that's how it works. Okay, so it is still in the okay ongoing. There are new features will come in future, and you see it is supported by Cursor, Cloudy, VS Code, Zed, okay, Gemini CLI, Cloudy Desktop, Open Code, and lots of tools are there which are supporting. One more thing, like if you don't want to add this use context every time, right? So you can configure this. For cursor, you can go to cursor setting rule section and configure this rule. In Cloudy, you can go to cloudy.md file, you can configure this rule, and Windsurf you can configure in this file. But I have GitHub Copilot, so what we can do in GitHub Copilot also, we have option called instructions, right? So we can create a instruction file, or we can generate also, and we can add our prompt here. So every time whenever you are writing the prompt, you don't need to provide this detail. Okay, so let me go here, instruction, you can create a new file, and let's see, give the name Context7. Okay, let me go again to instruction, new instruction. Okay, there is already one instruction is created, so I'll go to that, and you see this is the instruction already created. Always use Context7, and if you know the library ID, you can put it here. Okay, if you don't know, then you can remove it, but if you know, you can have to put it here. Let's say what is meant by library. So if you go here, and let's say you are using Playwright, right? And Playwright is available with different languages. You are working on Python, Java, or anything. Let's say you are working with Python, Playwright from Microsoft, and you want to refer to this documentation, right? This documentation. So this is the ID actually, Microsoft Playwright. Okay, so if you know this, you can just put it here. So always whenever you are asking something, okay, I'll just clear it, and clear this one. Please provide Playwright code to launch Chrome browser. Okay, so what will happen, like whenever it is required, it will refer to this latest documentation of the Playwright and provide the output. Okay, so that's how it is helpful. Or even if you want to disable other tools, like these are the tools available, right? I want to just enable this one tool, which is Context7, that also you can do. So whenever you ask something, please what is latest in Playwright. Okay, so what is latest in Playwright? So if you see here, it is running the Context7 MCP server. It is reading the documentation, and it is trying to provide you the latest information from the Playwright documentation. Okay, so that's how you will always have latest information, and okay, you will not have outdated code. Okay, so we have seen how to install it. Okay, how to install the Playwright, Context7. So you just need to go to VS Code, left side you will see this option extensions, and here you can install the Context7. Second thing, whenever you are asking the prompt, you have to use the use Context7, and then you can ask your prompt, or you can configure the instructions also. So in the Copilot we have instructions. So whenever you ask something to Copilot, Copilot refer to these instructions, right? So if you see here, use two references, context7.instruction.md, and in context7 instructions we have provided always use context7 when I need to generate code, setup or configure setup or use the library. This means you should automatically use context7 MCP. So that's why it is using this. You see, these are the context7 calls are happening here. Okay, and that's how we are getting the up-to-date information. Okay, so because every model, even you are using GPT-4o, it has a knowledge cut. Okay, let's say for 4o mini, it is trained till 2024 only. You don't know what happened in 2025, right? But with the help of Context7, we are able to get the latest documentation or code snippet for any library. And if you go here, like we have n number of, you can just search here and you will get all the libraries here. There are like 43,000 libraries plus libraries are available in this code, and you can see popular, trending, recent, and when in this library last updated. Again, if you go to this playwright server, MCP server, you will get more details about let's say you are using the different LLM, then you can just follow the instruction here. Let's say you are using Cursor. Here you will see the option like how you can configure with Cursor, this Context7. Okay, or add to Cursor. So these are the options are there, so you can use this one. I hope this video is useful. Like if you like the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Also please share with your friend who are interested to learn the LLM. Okay, so if you have any question, please don't forget to put your questions in the chat. So let's recap it. Like Context7 inject live version documentation in your AI prompt to improve the accuracy. It acts as a MCP server used by Cursor, VS Code, Copilot and more. You just need to add use Context7 or use the instructions or rule, and your AI will get smarter. It's free for many use cases through API key and may help for higher usage. Okay, if you like the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe to RoboticQA, and tell me in the comment which library you want to use with the Context7. Thank you.